Greetings, viewer. Welcome to my channel. My name is Grullanstar, where I make videos about whatever I want, and it just happens that I want to make Just Dance videos. This is my series, Just Dance Map Review, where I review specific Just Dance maps. If you don't know what a map is, it's the songs that we play / select from the menu in Just Dance. The map I'm covering today is Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves, but covered by Top Culture. Let's begin with some background information. This is not the first time we've had Walking on Sunshine be in a Just Dance game, since it was in Just Dance 2014 and the Smurfs Dance Party before this. Walking on Sunshine is also the fourth song to be covered by Top Culture. Walking on Sunshine is also the first map to not use the traditional pictograms regardless of whether they're turned on or off, and you can probably guess why. But it's actually not the first time that this has happened. In the original Just Dance and Just Dance 2, they both had a warm-up feature that also didn't have pictograms. It has a difficulty rating of medium, and every rating of intense, one gold move, the pictogram color is rainbow, the glove color is a rainbow, and there are no pictograms. It's just images, sometimes big, sometimes small. Now let's move on to the song itself. I mean, it's an 80s song, so I'm probably not going to listen to it, but I know that this is very iconic. I mean, it's referenced almost everywhere. That's all I have to say about it. It's not very catchy to me, I'm sorry. Now let's move on to the background of the map. The routine starts with Cianova doing her usual standing move for her own routine. As the song starts to play, the pictogram, which is dressed the same as her, appears in the step line, and as the pictogram jumps off on its usual position, it sweeps Cianova away and starts to take over her routine. As the song progresses, an array of backgrounds from previous songs in the series are used as the background for the song, which changes according to the depiction of the coach. One background shows in-game showing perfect and the scoring meter, which is a massive fourth wall break, like they are in the UI of the game. Whoa. So this map kind of cheats. Instead of having its own dedicated background, it mostly steals backgrounds from other maps. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, but it also makes it way less creative. Don't get me wrong, I understand that a lot of those backgrounds had either people or coaches behind them and they replaced them with pictos, but you know, most of the work was already done in the past. So I'm mostly going to just rate the final background that is original, and it's alright. It's got the scoring bars and they're on top of it and the stars and everything. I kind of wish they incorporated the actual UI that's in front of everything into that. Like, what if they had a little pictogram dancing on top of the actual scoring bar just for this map? Oh well. It's still just a pretty alright background. I'm going to give it a good. Now let's move on to the appearance of the coach. The coach is a Picto. The coach's name is Picto, or Pictoman. It is literally an animated pictogram model. It first appears as a doppelganger of Cianova, but as the song progresses, it changes to depictions of several coaches from Just Dance. In order, they are the second coach of 24 Karat Magic, God is a Woman, the first coach of Mood, Chacaron, Hulikitaka, Footloose, My New Swag, the third coach of High Hopes, Havana, Cheap Thrills, the second coach of Mad Love, Maito, Automaton, the third coach of Black Mamba, the third coach of OMG, the second coach of Juice, the first coach of Funk, the first coach of Uno, the first coach of Switch Swish, Hey Mama, and finally just a normal pictogram that changes colors. So once again, this cheats. So instead of making an actual physical costume for an actual physical person, you instead decided to put an actual physical person inside of a motion tracking suit and then just place 3D model recreations of those suits into a generic model that you've been using for literally years. Now, if I wanted to be mean, I could just imagine what that motion tracking suit looked like and then rate it that, but I'm not going to do that. And I do understand that it takes time and effort and energy and manpower to actually 3D model and then apply those 3D models into this existing 3D model with animation and to make sure it looks good with that animation, and then you got to light it and blah, 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 blah. I understand that that takes time, but you're not going to tell me that it took more time to do that than to design an actual physical costume for an actual physical person that is also original and not already designed. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna give it an okay. I've given actual costumes okay, so I have to give this an okay. And finally, let's move on to the gold moves. There is one in this routine. In the gold move, you simply put your left hand on your hip while raising your right hand up. The pictogram shows as the word good in the Just Dance bold font. The only thing that goes for this is that it comes at a partly climactic part of the song, so I'm just gonna have to give it another good. I don't even want to go to over explanations. I've already explained it before. Overall, Walking on Sunshine gets a good. Do you have any suggestions? Leave them down below, and adios.